Chelsea are among the clubs keeping a watchful eye on Bologna and Italy defender Riccardo Calafiori, according to recent reports. New manager Enzo Maresca will take charge on July 1st, ahead of pre-season after former boss Mauricio Pochettino spent just 12 months at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea did qualify for European football last term as their sixth-placed finish confirmed their place in next season's UEFA Europa Conference League. Maresca will be tasked with guiding Chelsea back into the top four and back into the Champions League, as well as getting the best out of what is a very young and exciting squad. Further additions could be made this summer, and a number of names have already been linked. One of the more recent names to emerge as a possible target is Bologna. Defender Riccardo Calafiori, the Italy international, has caught the attention of clubs across Europe, including Tottenham, Newcastle and Juventus, Inter Milan and Napoli. According to Court Offside, Spurs have already held initial talks, but Chelsea are one of the clubs scouting the defender at this summer's Euros in Germany. The article claims a move will be complicated given Bologna will have to pay 40% of any fee received for his sale to his former club, Basel. Calafiori, who has been described as a special player, rose through the ranks at Roma before moving to Switzerland in 2022. After just one season at Basel, he was signed by Serie A side Bologna and now he is wanted by Europe's elite. Before the Euros, he had just 3 senior caps under his belt yet started Italy's opening game, against Albania on Saturday night. In his first 3 games for the national team, according to F Talent Scout, he played 185 minutes, won all 5 of his aerial duels, made 3 interceptions and 3 tackles, while also completing 209 passes with 91% accuracy. AC Milan sent scouts to Italy's opening Euro 2024 game against Albania to watch Chelsea's Armando Broja. According to reports, the Mirror claim he is a transfer target for the Serie A club and they want to pursue a move, but are hesitant due to the £35 million price tag Chelsea have placed on him. The 22-year-old has over 30 senior appearances for Chelsea, but is seemingly not part of the club's plans for the future as he spent the second half of last season on loan with Fulham. Injuries hampered the early stages of the 2023-24 season, but he made just 6 starts while on loan at Craven Cottage. He scored just 1 goal last term in the Premier League while still at Chelsea. It came against Fulham, the club he would eventually join, in a 2-0 win back in October last year. In his 8 appearances while on loan, he didn't score a single goal and registered just 1 assist. Victor Osimhen's summer departure was supposed to hand new Napoli coach Antonio Conte a substantial financial boost. While the Nigerian is ready to pack his bags for a new adventure, interest in his skills has dwindled on the back of a catastrophic 2023-24 season. Today's edition of Gazzetta dello Sport took stock of Osimhen's future, which until not long ago seemed far away from Napoli. After winning the Capocannoniere Award in 2022-23 en route to the Partenope's first Serie A title in 33 years, his valuation skyrocketed. His services were in high demand. However, his form fell off a cliff in the season just gone. Napoli failed to defend the title and missed out on European qualification. Osimhen's form woes and several injury setbacks significantly influenced the Southern Giants' downfall. As a result, he's no longer a sought-after prospect. Osimhen hoped to link up with Paris Saint-Germain after Kylian Mbappe's exit. Instead, the perennial League One champions have earmarked his Napoli teammate Khvicha Kvaratskhelia as a better-suited acquisition. But PSG's effort fell on Aurelio De Laurentiis' deaf ears. Napoli have deemed the Georgian winger untouchable. Meanwhile, they're open to letting Osimhen go for the right price. But his valuation is monstrous and affordable to only a handful of European clubs. Another hypothesis would be a switch to Saudi Arabia. That's not an option for Osimhen, who's eager to ply his trade at the highest level. And it leaves his future in limbo. Napoli will consider offers in excess of €120 million. That's a release clause they inserted in his new contract last Christmas. Previously linked with a move to the Premier League, Osimhen is no longer a target for Arsenal and Chelsea. Both clubs could have afforded his staggering market value, yet they're seemingly out of the picture after the 25-year-old's decline deterred them from approaching Napoli. Stuck in his gilded cage, Osimhen can find some comfort in his whopping €10 million a year wages. But a fierce competitor as he is, the ex-Lille striker wants to be a protagonist, a role that could slip through his fingers at Napoli after falling out of favour with club supporters and the hierarchy. Napoli must find a solution soon. Knowing De Laurentiis, they'll unlikely waver on their demands. But from a footballing aspect, that could be a mistake. Conte needs a solid foundation to mastermind the Partenopé's revival and can ill afford to have unhappy players in the squad. Chelsea appear to have big plans for Estevão Willian with his move to the Blues in a €65 million, £55 million, deal expected to be announced soon. Having beaten Arsenal, Manchester City, Bayern Munich, Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain to his signature, it has become very clear just how good he can be. Last month, Palmeiras accepted a bumper deal from Chelsea with a €40 million, £34 million, to be paid up front and a further €25 million, £21.1 million, available in add-ons. While it may seem a significant amount of money, the Wonder Kid reminded everyone of his ability by picking up 2 assists in Brazilian Serie A action against Vasco da Gama just a few days ago. Though Palmeiras are in the middle of their 2024-25 season, both clubs are in the process of checking the final documents after he completed the first part of his medical while in Brazil, with the teenager still able to show his qualities, especially with the plan for his arrival at Chelsea now being revealed. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, Estevão will sign a contract until 2032 and officially arrive at Stamford Bridge next year, following his 18th birthday in April, with the plan being to get him immediately into the first team squad. With Estevão only eligible to join in 2025, Chelsea already know of 2 new arrivals after the conclusion of the 2024-25 campaign. Ecuadorian starlet Kendry Páez has had his move to the Blues announced, though like Estevão, he can only join once he turns 18, with that set to arrive just a few weeks after the birthday of Chelsea's latest signing. Considering it is only the final details being ironed out in the Estevão deal, the Blues will likely officially confirm his arrival as early as next week. Tosin Adarabioyo was announced as Enzo Maresca's first summer signing earlier this month, with Chelsea now eyeing deals for Crystal Palace star Michael Olise and Aston Villa's John Duran. While several clubs are interested in Olise, Chelsea appear to have a clear run at the Colombia international, with Villa setting their asking price at £40 million as they are in need of raising funds to ease PSR concerns. Chelsea have already been very busy in the summer transfer window, with 1 new signing already announced. Earlier this month, Tosin Adarabioyo had his move to Stamford Bridge as a free agent confirmed, with talks for Michael Olise and John Duran ongoing. The Blues have been long-term admirers of both players, with Aston Villa demanding £40 million to sell Duran, while Crystal Palace want at least £60 million for Olise. Regarding the latter, interest from Newcastle, Bayern Munich and Manchester United in the 22-year-old could make agreeing a deal far from straightforward, though Chelsea are confident they can win the transfer battle. Potential outgoings are also on the agenda, with Conor Gallagher, Trevoh Chalobah and Ian Martson all expected to depart on a permanent basis. Villa have already contacted Chelsea over the possibility of signing Gallagher, though the England international is keen to remain at Stamford Bridge. While strengthening in attack is clearly a priority, the Telegraph have claimed the Blues are expected to sign a left-back. Ben Chilwell and Marc Cucurella are currently the options for Enzo Maresca in that position, with the latter starring in the final weeks of the 2023-24 campaign. Milos Kerkez has been linked as an option to potentially fulfill that requirement, with the Bournemouth star in action at Euro 2024 for Hungary on Saturday. With all of that being said, football, London has taken a look at some of the latest Chelsea transfer rumours.